What's going on, everybody? So today I'm gonna walk you through how I made this Larry June type beat. Okay. Shout out to my guy Frank D for going ahead and purchasing the exclusive on this, man. He's got some dope work coming. I'm really excited to hear what he's got for it. I think he's got a feature on it as well, so y'all stay tuned, man. Go ahead and give him a follow. I'm gonna go ahead and post it right here, and then you can go ahead and click the link down there as well. I'll go ahead and post him down there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? Made this Larry June type beat. In my opinion, it's fire. You know, if you like it as well, go ahead and give me a like. Maybe shoot me a sub, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm gonna go ahead and walk through how I made this beat. I'm gonna show you all the plugins that I used. And all the patterns that I laid out and all that. Now, some of the plugins, I'm not gonna lie, I do currently have the demo version. I realized that when I was on Splice, when I was going through my subscriptions, I was actually paying for Analog Lab twice, and that was really all I was using from that package. So some of them might be demo. Hopefully it doesn't give us any problems with recording the sound or, you know, with the output of the actual instrument. But let's dive into it. Let's go ahead and see what happens. All right, man. So for my first instrument, I went ahead and used this Charming Sunday preset, and I'm pretty sure I made some tweaks to it. Now, I don't remember exactly what I did. I'm fairly certain that I only made some changes, some small changes, but that's the preset that I'm using with some small changes. Charming Sunday. Okay, I have a pattern laid out, and this whole beat is actually 88 beats per minute, and I have it set to A flat minor. So that's what we're working with. Let's go ahead and check out this pattern real quick. So it was some chords that I laid down, and I think I probably used something like from Plugin Boutique Scalar 2. And so I went ahead and laid down some chords, and this is what that sounds like. So real simple, something West Coast, you know, in any other videos that you might have watched. It's about keeping it kind of simple, but also keeping that nice rhythm, you know what I mean? A nice little chill rhythm, something cool. Okay, so for the next sound, I went ahead and used a preset from Analog Lab 5 called Beneath Two Ferns. Beneath Two Ferns, that's what it's called. Again, I do see an asterisk on it, so it looks like I did make some changes, some little tweaks to it. But that's the preset that I use. Let's give that one by itself a listen. The same chords, just to go ahead and add a little bit of texture to it, to add another layer to that main sound. Let's go ahead and listen to them together. All right. Now, next we get into the drums. Okay, West Coast beats, gotta have that clap. Gotta have that clap, man. It's so simple. So here's the clap with the melody that we laid down. Ooh. Simple. Really simple, man. On the twos and fours. Now, the next sound I'm going to get into is going to be this kick. Now, I've been really obsessed with this pack, man. I don't even remember where I found it, but it's called the Fabe Star, drum kit, Fabe Star drum kit. And, man, I love it. It has these really nice kicks. I don't really use it too much for, like, snares or anything like that, but it has these kicks that are, like, just in your face, just knocking, right? So I went ahead and used this Fabe Star kick. Let's give it a listen. Again, just real simple, just that boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's all you really need. Okay. Now let's get into this hi-hat. Yeah, man. So it is a little bit more complex than a typical West Coast beat. In this one, I added a little bit of flavor. Okay, so next thing we're gonna get into is gonna be some percussions that I added. So it looks like I added 4 percussions. Okay. I already have an idea of what it's going to be: a cowbell, an open hi-hat, something like that. Let's take a listen to it. Actually, let's listen to those by themselves just so we can see exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, now let's go ahead and listen to everything that we have so far. And with this too, with the perks, I didn't even do a whole lot of like automated left to right. I just pan some things to the left, pan some things to the right, and it kind of works. Now let's go ahead and add this little effects that I added. Yeah, man, so I added a little rim shot in there. See how that flows. Yeah, man, with that right there, I mean, you could groove to that, you know what I mean? Real nice. That's already sounding pretty clean. All right, so for the next one, I added something. I wouldn't necessarily call it a lead. I guess it is a lead, but the way that it's chopped up, the way that the decay actually takes place, it kind of doesn't really feel like a true lead. But I'll let you take a listen, see what you think of it. So. Something just to give it a little extra bounce, you know what I mean? A little extra bounce to it, a little bit more rhythm. Okay, so on this one we have an actual bass. So I went ahead and added a bass as opposed to an 808 at this point. And you'll notice that a lot again in West Coast beats. There's a preference of bass over 808s. Now that's not always the case. 808s work a lot of times in West Coast beats, but in this particular one I chose a bass. So let's give that a listen with the rest of the beat. Yeah, man. Okay, now for this next instrument, we actually have another melody, kind of similar to the one before, where I mentioned that it was kind of like a lead, but not so much. Well, this is kind of the same pattern, but this one I would call maybe like a mallet. Yeah, man. So on this one, I was kind of on an analog lab kick for this one. I used another one of these, and that one's gonna be the Pan Man, which is, let me see, hold on. So yeah, inside of Analog Lab, if you open up that more info tab right here on the right hand side of the actual instrument, you'll see that it's under mallets. So that's exactly what we used there. We used a little mallet. And let me actually go back really quick to the other sound that we had brought in. With this one, I did go ahead and use Synth Master Player, which is actually a really fire plugin. I'm thinking about upgrading to I believe it's Synth Master 1. Because they have some dope presets in there. And I'm not always, I mean, when I open up an instrument, then here and there I'll go ahead and make some adjustments, but for the most part I'm like a preset pirate, man. I'll just go in there and find whatever sounds good, and if it sounds good and I think it'll work for the beat, then I'll go ahead and add that. I'm using this clean distort GD, and I'm pretty sure I just used this as just the bass sound, just the way that it was. I don't see an asterisk on anything, so let me go ahead and actually favorite that, man. That's something that I need to start doing more, is favoriting some things that I think sound really good, because I might want to revisit those for a different beat. All right, so for our next sound, we have another Synth Master Player sound from this one. So this one is actually PL Nye, I hope I'm saying that right. PL9. But I use this one as like a true lead sound. It's actually just fun in that background. So let's take a listen to that. Let me actually let me just show you that by itself. Yeah, got that real nice lead. You know, I was watching a video the other day and they were saying that the lead is actually kind of played out, but man, I don't know. Sometimes it still works in those beats. So I went ahead and added it to this one. I think it has a nice feel. I think it adds to the beat for sure. And so the next thing that we got is actually just some more perks. I got some more perks in here. So let's take a listen to these all together. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it from the beginning. All right, man, that's gonna do it for this video. If you got something out of this, if you like the beat, anything like that, go ahead and give me a like, man. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know who you hear on this beat. You know what I mean? Maybe you hear somebody different. Go ahead and subscribe, man. We got more videos on the way. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.